Sure. We have Anita May. Anita May is a poet, both lyrical and narrative, addressing human limitations and the overcoming of limits. She shares ideas to entertain and stories to surprise. She is the author of a poetry collection, all of it so far, from Zyges Press. Let her voice remind you of why you have come to poetry. Please give a warm welcome to Miss Anita May.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Shauna, and to John, and to Leslie, and the staff here at Aquas. I'm honored to be here on the date of the 11th anniversary for Rivertown, and I will just begin. These are all from my new book, my only book actually, cover by my father, and all the pictures are either by myself or my husband. Okay. My caricature is outlined in the jar of vocabulary. On the edge of expression, I tear into existence, flying limits, self-imposed, exposing me, composing me. When I was young and dreaming, I never stopped to think. The earth I grew in spoke to me, and the wind taught me to sing. Warm morning sun would wake me and draw me out and play. When I was young and dreaming and had no debts to pay. The microphone, if I turn this way, then it goes off. Okay. Okay. This is called This World. This is for my mother, Irene Clotilde. She dreamed me, and I arose, the image of my mother. In this world, she taught, you have to be patient. There is a reason that the sweetest food is served in a limited quantity at the end of the meal. In this world, everything waits for something else. Body is a vehicle. Spirit is the road. Courage is a tool to bring experience out of possibility into the realm of time. Time is a whirling ancient, dancing on a river of dreams, with head thrown back, mouth wide open, eyes rolling up, and arms outstretched, twirling what seems to us, riding on the hem of time's coat, faster and ever faster, till the turning throws us back into the sea of all that is and all that is yet to be. This is, I haven't memorized this. I don't think I ever will. Jaguar. I remember being 10 years old, walking alone, less than a block from our suburban home. I don't know why I wasn't riding my bike. I was always riding my bike. I remember it was starting to get dark. Walking alone, I wasn't afraid. A familiar car pulls to the curb, dark green, low slung, with sweeping sides, chrome hood ornament, a cat mid-stride, pouncing. I've seen the man before, Beverly's babysitter's boyfriend. I saw her leaning against his car while Bev's mom and dad were at work. Pale eyes, broom blonde hair, long to the collar. I see the trail his comb made through pomade. Jump in, I'll give you a ride. Come on, you know me, I won't bite. I get inside, sink down into cold beige leather. His right hand shifts a wooden gear knob. Halfway down the block, he pulls over in front of a dark house with a for sale sign. He put his hand on my knee. With the other, he grabs my neck and shoves me down and squeezes harder. His hand climbs up my thigh. I wear St. Cyprian's school uniform. Forest green broadcloth jumper crisscrosses a white cotton blouse, slouching white socks, scuffed saddle shoes. I don't know why I never told anyone, never told my mother or my sister, never told a stranger or a friend, never confessed to the priest. Eventually, I forget all about it. Although sometimes an image would slash across my memory, but I refused to go there for years and years, until more than 50 years later, I cannot remember to forget. Experience. Hearts broken too young can sometimes never be put back together again. I say sometimes in case you think you are the lucky one who was saved after being lost, knowing you will never be the same, and even the same isn't enough anymore. And I hope you are one of the lucky ones. I really do, but I can't help doubting it. Speaking from experience I wish I never had, I say we are all broken and stay that way until we breathe our last, becoming compost for what comes next. And the fact that no one returns and no one really knows makes it easier to hope that maybe it isn't so. So I was reading a book on Minoan art history, and I had a dream experience, and I'm going to pass something around a couple of sides here, and Carl, will you help me get one down the middle? Because it's something that I had no knowledge of, and I'm guessing that the majority here will have a similar lack of knowledge about Minoan bull leaping. In the court of the sacred bull, stars streaking across Cretan skies set the late summer night ablaze till morning arrives as a beloved guest. In dim first light, the courtyard is swept, and awnings are unfurled, while muslin banners flap blue, yellow, and white in the breeze off the Aegean. Jars of honey, piles of grain, fruits, vegetables are stacked on mats for trade. Artisans offer decorated pottery, fine jewelry, and woven cloth. Baked bread, roasting meat, and fresh fish fill the air with delicious expectation. Old men gather, drink watered wine, recalling tales of times long gone. Women laugh and share confidences. All around, children run while mothers watch. Young girls flock together, whispering with friends, nibble dates and dainty cakes, sipping herbal tea and cool water. Young men drink wine, joke, and post with an eye on the maids. By midday, the crowd is a clamorous roar. We who challenge the fates wear tight belts and little more. If one of our tribe should catch a horn or be trampled, the crowd will thrill to our blood. Finally, trumpets blare and drums thrum, announcing entry of the sacred bull. garland with acanthus. The gathering fizzes in anticipation. The bull the gods have chosen for me is led forward, straining guide ropes. I enter in defiance of fear, hesitate as muscles quiver, invoke my mother's name, surrender head to heart, and send one last prayer to the goddess. The gleam in obsidian eyes threatens. Deadly hooves stamp a sparkling cloud of dust that suspends the moment in haze, while spittle dribbles from nose and mouth. The bull drops his great head to charge. He will bring me honor or a glorious death. Arms pumping, I am running to him, muscles flexed to jump. Bounding up, dusty hands push off from the lyre of horn. Vaulting over the wide, heavy back, I leap into eternity. Wow. This is the only sonnet I've ever written. I've tried more than a few. Hope sings a sonnet. When I think of God, as I often do, it is not with worry or deep regret. I remember a time I thought I knew, till the answer led to questions, and yet time works to conceal more than it reveals. Still, when I close my eyes, I sense the truth. It is the dark, creative silence that heals, not faith's orthodoxy or concrete proof. I must accept that evil cannot be ignored, but deny it authority. Take refuge in the arms of God's mercy. Certainty was never the priority. Hope sings off key to open the heart. To be present and listen is a start. Mary Teresa, and I have an epigram from Saint Teresa of Lisieux. What matters in life is not great deeds, but great love. A year ago, I was a 7th grader at St. Cyprian School. First year in public school, I don't know anyone here. I am pregnant, wondering if suicide might be easier. In church I kneel, head bowed beneath a painted statue of St. Teresa. Brown habit, white cowl, short black veil. Wrapped in a wheat-colored mantle, she cradles a wooden cross entwined with roses. Although she knows my trouble, her slight smile comforts me. Second daughter of 10 children, I know it technically possible, but I didn't think that I could get pregnant because I don't know what to do if it's true. It can't be true. My boyfriend Terry runs off to Tijuana, afraid he'll be arrested. He is 18 to my 14. St. Teresa, I pray, help us. I seek her eyes, watch for a nod or a bend of her elegant little finger. Something. Please, little flower, hear me. 30 miles away, a devout Catholic wife and mother of 4 children is having that dream again. She hears a baby crying, insistently crying. A child needs her. God is asking her to mother a child not yet her own. She shares the dream with her husband, and he respects her heartfelt conviction that God is calling them. He loves her loving heart and accepts the invitation to be a father to this child. The French girl who became the little flower was 15 when she entered the Carmelite convent. 10 years later, she died from tuberculosis never founding an order, going on a mission, or performing a miracle. Can I have a sip of water? I'm not done.
Yeah.
I just am.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Excuse me. My daughter's mother gave each of her 4 girls the middle name Teresa in honor of her beloved saint. 25 years later, when I meet my daughter's family, there are 4 brothers and 4 sisters, my daughter, the only adopted one. Her father sits in his well-worn brown leather armchair, smoking his pipe, as I hand his wife a bouquet of yellow roses. And even though she has deep reservations about the woman contacting her child, I am invited to sit at the family table, and she passes me the bread. I have 2 more. This is one of my more favorite poems for my husband, Carl, for Carl. Before you, love, I was asleep. There was no page for my poems. Your love shed light on my shadow and gave me the instrument of my music. You are the gentlest thought at the edge of the unseen. We are the song that we live. You are in my arms, the universe singing. I roll over and over in love and wag my tail. Is this chase what we are made for? Taken body and breath for? A red wind echoes deep, sparking warm reflections that ignite my soul. And lastly, why we wait. We put on these bodies, but they never fit that well. Life's so short, we can't bear it. The pain of our longing is a cry caught forever in the throat of creation. Time is the great magician who flicks his cape to give the mechanical lie to existence. But time can only delay the eternal, while it puts a mask on the Godhead and stuffs reality into an alarm clock. We put on these bodies, but they never fit that well. The song of the earth is sung, while the melody echoes through our bones.
Wow.